Well, welcome back to the My Pro Golfer channel. Today we've got a special treat for you with all of our partners that we're going to talk about on today's episode of Take Me to the Tour. Hey, just give me 15 seconds of your time. I want to highlight these True Linkswear golf pants. They're one of our partners on our website, and they have got great materials and different options from shoes to pants to shorts to shirts to hats to head covers. They're all about enjoying the walk. I want you to go to their link, and today we just launched the new 20% off right here on our website that you can use to get 20% off of anything that they have on their website. So go to that link, check them out. I've been in these pants this morning and I wore their shorts yesterday. Just phenomenal product, check it out. All right, so before we get started today, just a couple of quick shout outs to our companies that are partners with us. And you can obviously see I've got a Ping fitting system out here with me today. My rep, Justin, drove up out of his way to give me this for the rest of the summer, and we're in the off season now in Florida, so we're not as busy with demo days and things like that. And so I've got an opportunity to really give my clients, my students, the best fit possible, because there's nothing I don't have here that Ping has in their fitting tools, so I can make a really good show of it and make sure that they get the absolute best product for them in Ping. And so I just want to thank Ping for allowing me to use the fitting systems here today. Foresight's a big piece of what we do here. It's one of the things that I feel like is going to really help me get to a professional tour. Their numbers are very valuable to me and my students, so I just want to shout out to Foresight for being one of our partners. And then finally, my newest brand that I wear regularly now is LFG. For those of you that don't know, that's the logo of Matt Avery throwing a golf club out into the pond in frustration. They've used that logo, they've used that moment to build an apparel brand, and it's LFG, Live for Golf, Live Forever Golf. And so they have an option for me called the natural option, or soft natural fibers. And so I'm in their almost exclusive cotton pants and shirts that don't bother my skin. And so if you ever have any skin issues, it may not be internal, it may be external. And so for me, my skin issues were external. I was allergic to synthetic materials. And so this brand, LFG, Live Forever Golf, has helped me feel better on the golf course. And I'm about to go play in Scotland next week, and this material will feel amazing in the cool of the Scottish environment. So I just want to thank you to my brands. There's a bunch of them on our website, the True Linkswear golf shoes that I'm always in. I've got a ton of great partners. That's just a few of them that I wanted to shout out to real quick before we get started. So if you're fans of the channel, you know that one of the biggest things in this particular playlist, Take Me to the Tour, is something that I'm passionate about doing. My goal is to get myself back on a professional tour. For those of you that don't know, we're after it with the most time I can possibly give it to as a father of three and a teaching pro, of trying to get myself to the next level. And we just finished a tournament, an event out at Robert Trent Jones Golf Club, where they just had the LIV DC and they hosted the Solheim Cup. So we're talking top tier, difficult golf course. I did not perform score-wise like I thought I would. And so we got to evaluate what we're doing. I played quite a bit higher than my typical rounds of golf. But if I laid them out, I played 16 good holes both days and 2 horrific holes. I made a quad and 3 triples, which is just rare. But I did things that I rarely do. And so one of those areas was I hit bunker shots out of their sand, which is quite a bit different than what we play here in Florida. And I didn't spend a lot of time in there. And so I stayed in a bunker one hole, and I airmailed a bunker out of another hole, costing me multiple shots. So what did I do? The next morning, I went out to the bunker area and I practiced for literally an hour on just that different feeling of sand. And I really felt like I got down the differences in the feels. For the majority of the time, I did it, but I didn't do it enough day after day after day to create a position where when I had a weird lie that I wasn't used to, I airmailed the green again and made another triple. And so the biggest problem I had with that tournament is, had I succeeded in everything but those 4 holes, I would have had a successful day. And so as hard as it was to shoot those numbers, the function of how I'm playing and the confidence that I have is way better. And so just like a Max Homa who's struggling a little bit but has moments of brilliance, I'm looking for that. And so today I'm going to keep working on bunkers, and I think the main thing was the bunker issues were not that I'm a poor bunker player, it's just the sand at RTJ was played so much differently than the sand that I'm used to. And so I hit a lot of fairways, 67% of my fairways. I hit 67% of my greens, which is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty tour stats. I putted for me poorly, and part of that was that those 67% of greens in regulation, even though I hit the green, I didn't put myself in super precise spots. And so everything's just a little bit off in the tournament. And so what are we doing today? We are fitting ourselves for the 2 clubs that we need most in our repertoire to see if we can get to that next level. And so I'm going to take you through the 2 things we're going to change in the bag. Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. Here at My Pro Golfer, you know we like to keep things simple. And today I've got a special gift for you to help you never miss a 5-foot putt again. Click the link below and download today. So the first thing we're doing is driver testing. I didn't think I'd be here today testing drivers, but I had an opportunity to ship my sticks home from the tournament. And when it came out, it was broken in the shaft in 3 different places. The head was cracked, there was a break here and a break here. And to do that kind of force, to put that kind of force on a golf club means you are shoving that thing about as hard as you can with other things in the way for it to snap that way. And so Shipsticks was nice enough to refund me, but I'm going to Scotland in a week and I don't have a driver with the shaft, and it's a Strixon driver I've always played. So fortunately for me, I've got Ping here, and I'm going to play a couple other TaylorMade products that I also love and just do some testing today to try to see if I can find a driver for myself to take to Scotland. And so that's the first thing we're going to do. Can we find a little bit more distance on our foresight? Can we find a little bit better pop when the technologies that we've got here? That's my focus first and foremost today. Hey, just want to remind you to not forget on getting your free gift below on how to never miss a 5-foot putt. All right, so for those of you that are fans of the playlist, you know that we've already been fit by Ping to get a 1/2 inch long and the Blueprint S iron. I'm also have the I-230 iron today. I'm going to test these 2 versions out, and I'm going to put them into play and kind of figure out what's the best option for me based on my own characteristics, because I did go to a Club Champion once. Their fit was a little bit different. I went to Ping and their Ping fitting day, and their fit was a little bit different than Champion. And so now I get a chance to really try something I've already had, which is a Project X 6.0 with a Ping AWT 3.0 stiff Nippon shaft that I was fit into in the fitting. And that's going to be the help, the last piece of the puzzle, I believe, to get me on a professional tour. So if you're having troubles and you're not seeing the results you want, you may need to make a change. These are the 2 changes we're making, and hopefully there'll be similar changes in your future to help you with your game as you continue to follow our channel, Take Me to the Tour. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next Thursday at 6 a.m. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.